Fantastic. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yo, what up, what up, what up? Y'all know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share, so we can get this thing out everywhere. There's anywhere in the world it could be. Just hope you right here with me, the BABGOG. And I appreciate you for pulling up on me. What's going on, man? Listen, man, they ain't going nowhere, man. They ain't going nowhere. They ain't not going nowhere, man. They ain't not gonna do nothing. They've been doing the same shit. All they gonna do is ask me where my family from. You know what I'm saying? I don't look FBA. This same shit, man. All right. Well, yes, the hell I can because I'm black. This FBA shit is 5 years old. I've been black for 42, so I can definitely talk about it. But anyway, man, let's get into it. So, Tariq Nasheed has something to say to the favorite panderer, right? The guy I won't even name. Whenever I name this guy, YouTube like flags the fuck out of me. So either his team or him or somebody is literally looking for my content. Every single time I said something about this dude, bro, my content got flagged and I got fucking kicked off of YouTube for some shit. So I'm not even gonna say the buddy name, but you know, a certain person that looks gender ambiguous, right? Looks like a woman suffering from PCOS. You feel me? And pretty much what people were saying is now he's switching the grift because the pandering to the women shit not working no more, right? And that pandering to the women shit has a limit on it when women don't find you desirable. Say it again. For all you simps out there, bro, all you simp niggas that think you're gonna hop on the internet and tell women what they want to hear, right? And it's gonna be fruitful. You have a shelf life, nigga, if they don't want to fuck you. That's a fact. Derek Jackson told them hoes what they wanted to hear. It don't matter. Derek Jackson could have called them hoes bitches, sluts, whatever. He could have cussed them out every day, and they would have sat there and pulled up and let him say all kinds of crazy shit to them because they wanted to fuck him. There's science to this shit. Women don't find you desirable. Your pandering only go far, right? It only goes so far. Okay. Eventually, another panderer comes along that they actually desire, and you forgot all about. So now you gotta, you know. But hey, man, hey, you live and you learn, I guess, right? So, again, man, let me go ahead and put this in here. If you disagree with me, cam up and speak up, man. You'll keep doing these. Everybody always got so much to say in the chat. Everybody always got so much to say in the comments. Here's your chance, man, to come up and have a dance, man. All right. But anyway, man, let's get into this shit, right? So, Buddy says we gotta say. So let's go ahead and go there, and then we'll come back. So hold on, let's see. Where's that? Cool. Let's start here, and then we'll work back. Now, again, man, listen. Tariq Nasheed is an entertainer. That is the problem with Tariq Nasheed being the leader, being the progenitor being, whatever you want to call it, bro. Okay. And again, this cultish behavior of niggas is just getting out of hand for real. This is why I say it's a cult, right? Black people are horrible at picking good leaders. I'm gonna say it again. Black people are horrible at picking good leaders. Horrible, terrible. They just want the person that makes them feel good about some shit, i.e., BLM, Black Lives Matter. You know, 3 non-heterosexual women that hate men, right? That said they wanted to destroy the nuclear family, that was able to garner hundreds of millions of dollars to line their own pockets and, you know, fund a whole bunch of rainbow organizations. The hood didn't see none of that money. Y'all burnt down all of the black hoods, and none of that money generated by BLM went back to the hood. None of it. Hell, them houses they bought weren't even in the hood. Ain't that some shit? Black Lives Matter, and they running away from niggas too. But when we said this, oh man, you a coon, man. How can you not agree with Black Lives Matter? How can you not like Black Lives Matter, man? You ain't black. Yeah, nigga, I'm black, but I'm not a fucking fool. Shout out to Andre Reform with the Canadian. Let me make sure I say this. The Canadian 279, brother. I greatly appreciate your brother. And he asked, where your grandfather from? Fantastic. Ain't nothing but some money. Both of them are from Georgia. My mom's dad is from Macon, and my dad's dad is from this little place called Bradley. Okay, unincorporated, dirt roads. I'm black on both sides. Okay, away from the niggas. Nah, he's just joking. Andre joking. He wasn't what I was saying, but listen, man. Yeah, man, you can't even. And this is the problem with it's cultish, and it's cultish and it's hive mindish, right? You can't go against the grain. You can't have any independent thought. You have to go, and what made it so bad is, again, bro, this FBA shit, bro, is extremely small. They're trying to push this shit out and give it breath. When again, Yvette Carnell and damn, is Tone Talks okay? I ain't heard shit about Tone Talks in a while. I know him and Yvette were like, you know, equally partner with the whole ADOS thing, but I hear Yvette going off every now and again, which again, even that has a problem with her being partially white, and of course, being in a intimate relationship. I don't know if she's married or not with a white woman. Again, that's what I'm saying. We horrible at picking leaders, dog. I'm not the pro blackity black because I'm black, y'all, at all, but it's fundamental principles that you just should be standard and understood. You cannot be a leader of anything pro, and Tariq's in the same boat. Tariq's wife is part white or Mexican, right? And that's no diss, right? But you can't be the leader of pro blackness and black this, black that when you chose a non-black person. Appreciate you, Leak. White and black. I thought okay, so white and black. So she mixed. Jody Breeze. Jody Breeze got to sit down, man. That star never even hit the sky and fell quite fast. He got to hang it up, man. Jody Breeze. I think he's a little older than me, or we the same age. So you got to lay that down, bro. Leave it alone. So you have two individuals, which again, I got to give y'all the history. ADOS has been around for probably 8-9 years, right? Or so. FBA has only been around for about 5. Okay. FBA is an offshoot of ADOS and something that Tariq Nasheed created because he could not, you know what I'm saying, finesse the ADOS movement. FBA is a Temu version of something that already existed. That's why the FBA shit is never going to go anywhere. It's a copy of something that already existed. And then if you want to get into it, ADOS is just another damn thing for you know, the pro-black movement with a new fucking label on it. Right? So you got these warring factions to start with, but the one that has the most charismatic person and the well-known person would be the FBA movement because it's got Tariq Nasheed. The problem with Tariq Nasheed is Tariq Nasheed did nothing but, you know, suck the dick of Africa. Okay. for what? The first five or six hidden colors. It's still out here, bro. I'm pretty sure Tariq Nasheed still selling hidden colors. He probably ain't selling the DVDs right now, but he's selling motherfucking downloads and some shit. I don't know. So you don't get to talk about Mansa Musa in Africa and all of this, you know what I'm saying? And now to the point of where the extremist FBAs, I'm not no African. I ain't from Africa. Well, brother, clearly you're not from Africa, but you know what I'm saying? Genetically, brother, you're definitely from Africa. more likely than not. You feel me? So again, this whole thing is compromised, bro. And it's the disruptiveness and the troll spirit behind this shit, dog. Listen, man. And I feel you. Listen, I worked with, of course, a lot of Caribbeans and Africans in my time in the military, bro. Africans were never really assholes, but Africans definitely stuck with each other. Hey, you know, what tribe are you from? They speak their language and shit, so on and so. They stick together. They look out for each other, right? But it wasn't on really no fuck them niggas type shit, right? It wasn't fuck the niggas. It was like, y'all cool, but you know what I'm saying? I'll just say this. They let them do an African heritage group or some shit on our last deployment. And niggas was like, well, damn, we can't do a black thing. They can do an African one. We can't do a black one. And they're like, no, we can't. No, we can't do black. That'll be, you know, it's a culture, but it's not really a culture. And, you know, you had the Asian group. You had the African group. The black and white people can't do shit, though. But I've seen asshole Africans and Caribbeans and shit. I've heard people actually say this, and I agree with some of their sentiments. I believe that black people have squandered and wasted the greatest opportunity of any people in the fucking diaspora on the planet. I strongly believe that. We're too focused on the white man, which has none of the power that he had hundreds of years ago, right? And using that as an excuse for our lack of success. When there are too many blueprints to follow, if we just simply did those things, instead of blaming the white man, because it makes no sense that the white man will only hold back black people. That's not how it works. And then niggas give excuse, oh, it's a talented 10th. That's a myth. There is no talented 10th of the immigrants that get over here where they only get the smartest, best, and brightest. No, bro, that's not true either. You just have a group of people that literally come from dirt and the worst of the worst. And you finally get a fucking opportunity where, you know what I'm saying? They're not living in motherfucking mud huts. Not saying that all places in Africa are mud huts, but you know, clearly third world country conditions. And it's not just Africans. The same goes for Indians. The same goes for Arabs. The same goes for a lot of people of different different ethnicities, man, and backgrounds. JPB, excuse me. He said this. Patrick Pete. I'm tripping. JPD. I'm wilding. Patrick Bet David. PBD. Talked about. I think he grew up in like, I don't know, Iran or some shit, some Middle Eastern country, and he just talked about, you know, watching his father do everything he could do for his fucking family, and that being the motivation for him to turn himself into a self-made multi-fucking millionaire, bro. We still promoting to our kids, pick up a microphone or a ball. Right? Now, again, it has its place. But the fact of the matter, right, that we praise motherfucking the athletes and the entertainers, and nobody knows who Robert F. Smith is or David Stewart is. David Stewart and Robert F. Smith are still not household names. That's a problem. The fact that those two men are the wealthiest black men on the planet, African-American black men, American black men on the planet, and have enough wealth, have more wealth than, just two men. Appreciate you, Deborah. Appreciate you, love. Shout out to man Doug Will, 478 in the building. Greatly appreciate you, brother, for the 10. I have to disagree about the ADOS group. They're a more serious group. They have actual frameworks and political agendas for the policies they want to see in place. And both Yvette's parents are black. Oh, okay. I don't know about that one. But no, I don't disagree with ADOS. And maybe I didn't say it. So I don't disagree with ADOS as a group because, like you said, ADOS actually has framework and premise, right? They don't go around trolling people. ADOS never did the Diaspora Wars. So I'm not accusing them of that. I'm saying, though, Yvette being that way and her being, involved not only, the way she is and with a non-black person is problematic to me. You can't be a leader of something that with that much prominence and be just, rainbow and motherfucking interracial. That's just crazy. Yes, a cult, brother. A cult. Where was I? Oh yeah. So the opportunities that we have here, bro, we've not used them. HBCUs, I told y'all, I'm the person that, and nobody's talking about this. HBCUs have a 23% 4-year graduation rate, the lowest graduation rate of all college institutions. Private, PWI, and motherfucking community college. Community college has a higher four-year degree graduation rate than fucking HBCUs, bro. That's problematic, y'all. I told you, bro. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, let's see. What's up, bro? Oh, whoa. Can you hear me? Hold on. Oh, no mind. All right, cool. Yo, what up?
What's up? Yeah, I was saying in the chat, the person that came up with the talented 10, that was W. Du Bois, and he came up with it from a communist position, like he wanted like a centralized group of talented blacks to, I guess, rule over the rest of the blacks, kind of like a communist type of thing. He was literally a communist, like a lot of the people in the civil rights movement.
Yeah, we're communists. Yeah, a lot of people, black people, don't know that, but yeah.
So
no. I'm saying I'm saying that the excuse that people give for the acceleration and the success of the immigrants are the talented 10th is what they're saying. So I'm not talking about it being applied to black people. I'm saying that black people say the Africans and the Caribbeans and the Arabs and the Asians and whatever, they do so well because they only select the smartest ones, and that's not just not true.
That's not true. I think what they do is they don't promote the dumb ones.
Yeah, like, as they shouldn't.
They don't put the dumb people
in the forefront. They don't celebrate them. They don't celebrate criminality. They don't celebrate the dumb people. Again, there's too many fucking Chinese food stores and nail shops for that to even be a thing.
right? Like for example, in Jamaican culture, right? In our culture, we call you this deportee because you had an opportunity to go to America or the UK and you fucked up your opportunity. So we call you this deportee. So, like it's just unfortunate now that like that Caribbean culture kind of promotes the not kind of promotes the the debauchery parallel to like how Black American culture is doing right now. I think like to me it's like both of them are very similar. There's not too many differences with both of them, but it's like both cultures are promoting now at least the small subset of idiots or gangbang culture or badman culture, whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
So that's the big issue with both cultures right now.
Well, no, yeah, and that's another big thing too. I don't think people understand, bro. A lot of your Caribbean was a hub,
Yeah,
so you can have family in the Caribbean, quote unquote, right? Because a brother got left there and you got sent to motherfucking America, or sister, brother, blah blah. And then the same thing with Brazil, right? So even that from a fundamental. Go ahead.
I did 2 whole videos breaking down Gullah Geechee, the Seminoles, the history, how a lot of the Caribbean cats, because Sinners did a movie on it, right? Sinners did. I should apply that to that movie, Sinners. Did a whole breakdown of the history, how back and forth, how they fought some of the wars that took place here in the Americas with the Gullah Geechee, and I broke all of that down in 2 videos because there was a lot of information that was there. So as you look at Sinners, you had the chick that was a Haitian, you had the other person that spoke because she spoke Haitian Creole, she did voodoo. Then you had the other dude that was Jamaican that was there because he spoke the Patois. I think he was played by Delroy. He's an actual actor. Then you had the main two, Michael B. Jordan, who was the Black American. And then you go into how they were dancing and all that stuff. You see many different cultures and languages mixed in while they were dancing. So, and then when you look at the Irish vampire, right, who was a vampire, what people don't know, a lot of the indentured servants that came over to the Americas were Irish. Either Irish or some form of European.
Well, no, they just learned that too. So I'm glad you brought that up. So again, Black people have no idea of just historical context because people were so enamored by, I want to say it was a Black Irish girl that went viral like a month ago or so.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was so with their True Black. Hey, cam up for me, brother. So enamored with her accent and all those different things and whatnot. So people were unaware, and like I said, people don't even know, bro. Listen, white people only been around in rulership for a very, very short time. You feel me? But again, this is why I say you get with the the white supremacy mindset. And
like if you do all the history back into the Moors and Spain, and you go into all that depth, and you find out like they had a very, I don't want to go too deep into that, but they had like, I want to say their reign is recent, fairly recent. So but to the FBA thing, I don't have issue with Black Americans coming up with like their own like way of cultivating themselves on their own thing. I don't have an issue with that. I think every culture should do that. Come up with a brand or whatever that represents their group, and then do things specific to their group of people. I don't have an issue with that. My issue now is when we try to make up like what's the word?
Gang banging.
I guess
it's motherfucking. It's gang banging, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gang banging, and it's like it's nothing. It's creating unnecessary strife, right? It's creating unnecessary conflict of a group of people that need to be working together as much as possible, so that we can have more influence, and so that we can have the same power and shit that the other groups have. Right. Japanese people, they over here, they got to link back to fucking Japan. Chinese people, they got to link back to China, and so on and so forth, right? Middle Eastern, not so much because that shit is just like war torn and fucked up. But India the same way, right? So the thing is, in order for us to do what everybody else is able to do, there's no way that we have I think it's $1.5 trillion in spending power or whatnot, what have you, and all the money we have, and we can't start a place in motherfucking Africa. And now this is the part where the Africans got to do their part, right? Of where you start industry there and you start a hub there to where we elect non-corrupt people, get a good government going, get the resources and all these different things, so on and so forth, and do that. But then too, like you said, both sides got to play their part.
Yeah, like now I know where the beef is coming from. It's coming from, like, a lot of this is from, like I said, the civil rights movement, right? You had Caribbean blacks like Marcus Garvey's camp with capitalism, and you had a lot of civil rights people who were integrationists. So this is where a lot of that is coming from. Like, it's old stuff. Now, I will agree there are a lot of Caribbean blacks that did say a lot of shit to Black Americans, but on their side, because I'm from East New York, Brooklyn, they said shit towards us too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think it's extremists on both sides. Again, like just like even all FBAs don't believe in the fucking, in the diaspora gang banging, right? I just think for them though, not all but most, because that's what it's based on. The biggest thing that everybody know the FBA shit for is for the tether this, the tether that, and the where your family from, and all the shit that's not gonna do anything, right? Not to mention, their political things were again being pushed by someone that's you shouldn't have representing you. It's just too many flaws in the shit.
Yeah.
And then, for Tariq to talk about the Black History Museum or whatever the fuck it was, right? To turn out to be a motherfucking club on the corner store.
Turn into a club?
We covered this shit, bro. When he finally got the building, he was talking about it was gonna be they was talking about building a building somewhere in LA, right? But he ended up renting some spot on the end of a fucking corner, and it turned into an event center, and they were trying to get a damn liquor license for it. I forget if you can get the name of the place, shit, I can probably look it up. They might have a liquor license now. I don't know, but yeah. Damn. And that's what I say, man. And that's just and again, Tariq gonna be Tariq. Tariq Nasheed gonna be Tariq Nasheed. At the end of the day, Tariq is about making money. Tariq is about keeping his face out here, keeping his name out here, and that he makes an appearance here, there, whatever, tells a couple jokes or whatever, so on and so forth. Goes against people that don't know shit about shit, right? And then the cycle continues. But let me show this down.
Sorry.
Let me play some more. Hold on. Let me play some more of him going on his rant. Hold on.
And his psychology is that.
Hold on, wait. This one I want right here. This one.
Questioning niggas. Where you from? Where was you born? Nigga, gotta show you your freedom papers. Damn.
Now I hate this. I hate agreeing with this nigga, but at the end of the day, I don't believe him, right? But that's the same. That's what's the purpose of that? What does it matter? And especially now, y'all tried to walk the shit back because people are starting to call y'all out on the shit. Oh well, no, everybody not a tether. You only a tether if you do this and this and this and this and this.
Yeah, they switched that meaning of that word tether a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Massa, I gotta show you the freedom papers. Who is these niggas on this ad? Bunch of motherfucking Stevens over there trying to check a nigga blood. Want to check a nigga papers.
You damn
Sound
right.
like ICE.
You damn right.
Another 3-letter organization. Healing and Perspective or Hate Speech and Fear Mongering.
These are DNC. This is some shit from a think tank at the DNC.
But
now again, listen. Now the agent part, I ain't said he said it. But when I was telling y'all niggas, this motherfucker come out of nowhere, and somehow, some way, this motherfucker face in front of everybody. This motherfucker on the YouTube upcoming page or whatever, new fucking this, that, and the other. This motherfucker getting everywhere. Hey man, it's hard as fuck to get a fucking organic goddamn podcast to get sponsored and get featured and all this other shit. I'm just saying. But it's crazy how, nobody called this shit out now until this nigga, I guess he stepped across the line and he said something to FBA. He's shifting gears. So now the agent word can get brought out. But when niggas call him an agent for all that pandering shit.
A lot of us only know how to be in community with abusers. So when niggas start talking about healing, when niggas start talking about organization, we start talking about inclusion, we start talking about mass community.
Now again, this is where I agree with Tariq 10,000%. All that inclusion shit, all this fucking what's the name bullshit, hell no. Get the fuck out of my face. Because you know what that means. And he's promoted the L Gibbet shit before him damn self. No, nigga. No.
Tariqa, this dude.
Huh?
Tariqa, this dude.
No, this dude. Not Tariq.
No, I don't. The integration and inclusion, and then how they got hijacked by these different groups that's there today. No.
Yeah, inclusion stands black and brown relation. Inclusion stands for rainbow activity. Inclusion stands for everything other than what black people need to be focused on.
No.
Now, I am for black people looking out for us, of course, right? Us working together. My problem is, again, with FBA, there's more focus on calling out the tethers than plans for work to be done. You know what I'm saying? Found, actual framework for different shit.
Practices. You've never seen that. That's not your experience. That's not where you feel comfortable.
Boy, that's some shit out of a think tank. That people don't talk like that normally. Fat boy, you damn right we checking paperwork. You damn right we're checking paperwork. We ain't letting any and everybody come up trying to represent us. We're checking everybody's paperwork. We're checking backgrounds. You damn right. We done sat here and let too many tethers who have ill intentions come among us, and that's dangerous to us, and we're just not letting it happen no more. Anybody who wants to come in and act as some form of representation, we're like, no. Where are you from? Where the hell are you from? Because right now we're so on code as far as our lineage, foundational Black Americans are checking everybody who comes around trying to act like a representative, as you should, ladies and gentlemen. The FBA lineage family just got these fake ass Black Panthers out the paint. You got these fools pop up, some racially ambiguous dude. Hey y'all, what's up, man? I just started the new Black Panthers. Man, we ready to pop these crackers and shoot ice, and we're gonna stand up for immigrants. So y'all need to come on down and join my organization. We just like the Black Panthers in the 60s. And everybody was like, nigga, where are you from? Who's your family? Yeah, everybody started checking that dude's paperwork. Turned out the paperwork was dirty.
Well, damn, you could tell that the nigga was mixed with more shit than goddamn. I don't even know.
No, I agree. Now I agree with Tariq on that part. With the Black Panthers talking about we gonna go over there and stop ICE. I'm like, yo, if you don't go sit your ass down,
again,
why you getting in these people's business?
Yeah, but at the same thing, Tariq did the same shit with the race soldier shit. So Tariq can't try to pull this shit when he was talking about these race soldiers and we gotta fight back and we gotta this and we gotta that police. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Again, you motherfuckers be talking. You gotta listen to these people like over time, right? And again, I'm not a fucking Tariq historian, but over the years, whenever he had some of the big controversial moments, but mostly a lot of shit around the time with the Hidden Color shit and whatnot, what have you, bro. Again, it's just like, come on, man. This guy's not serious. He's just not serious. And then now, Tariq's not our leader. So who's the leader then? Well, you can't have a leader for a lineage. Well, if you didn't have the leader for a lineage, why create the lineage? The lineage has always existed, right? So the lineage has always existed, and now you got to put a label on it. And now y'all niggas got to do a cheek swab. You know what I'm saying? I gotta provide you with some fucking DNA so you know who my fucking family is. Y'all get the fuck out of my face, bro. Especially all you niggas. We all know where y'all know where Tariq from. Where is Tariq from?
We don't even know his real name. We don't even know his real name. So I don't know
what he changed his name to, but where is he from originally? Because like I said, I know he live out in LA, but where is he from originally? Huh?
I think they were saying he was Alabama.
From Alabama. He's born from Alabama. So at least that.
Yeah,
so we're from Alabama. At least he got a leg to stand on. But all you motherfucking New York motherfuckers and California motherfuckers and all this other shit, bro, don't ask me shit about shit, nigga. Okay? I'm from the dirty, as they used to say, nigga. I'm from born and raised. So it gets crazy to me when these people that are you can't even go back 3-4 generations of your family even being in the damn South. You've been living in motherfucking California and New York, right? Not to say, you know, of course, but that's what I'm saying, man. You asking people that's in motherfucking Georgia, Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee and shit. Where man, you better get the fuck out of my face. Where my family from? Shout out to Doug Will for another 5. Appreciate you, brother. I'm not on the Tether name calling either, but if non-ADOS FBA tells us that we don't have a culture, I'm calling them everything but a child of God. I can understand that. Shout out to Calvin Dickerson for the 5. What a fantastic question. What about Dr. Umar Johnson? Why do black folks continue to give money to him instead of investing in their own communities? I told you, bro. That's another Umar Johnson is another perfect example of niggas picking the wrong leaders. Niggas are horrible at picking leaders, bro, and supporting people that are just shysters. Niggas love supporting finesses and fucking in scammers, bro. I don't know why. Bro, you get caught up like this shit in other communities, bro. Your ass ran out of town, dog. You cannot. No, you gotta move around.
I think Dr. Umar Johnson. I think Dr. Umar Johnson got up with black women, and it's with the black women who are, I guess you want to say the hyenas. Shout out to Angry Man for that one. But yeah, so he got the black women. He got the ears of black women. That's what Dr. Umar Johnson has. So.
Well, no, Dub, I understand that. That's why all of the Chicago, all the major cities, Chicago, Detroit, Cleveland, even out in LA, all of those are hubs for the railroads, where the railroads had like main stops and shit. So I understand that. But what I'm saying, Dub, they don't know that. The people, if you ask a person now, they don't know that. A motherfucker, yeah, cuz, yeah, blood. They don't know that they motherfucking great granddaddy from motherfucking Georgia.
Like if you study the Harlem Renaissance, a lot of blacks came from the South, and they like merged with a lot of the Caribbean blacks that was there. Like the Harlem Renaissance was like a hub of like black people from all over the world or whatever. A lot of them came from the South too. So you know that's a piece of history for y'all.
The original Black Panthers had to distance themselves from the dude. You damn right we're checking paperwork. We're checking everybody. We ain't gonna sit up here kumbaya and just everybody come around us and represent us. They had to change. The FBA family made them change their name. They're the Black Lions now, or the Tether Tigers or some shit. Yeah, you got them the hell up out of it. Ain't nobody playing games no more. We ain't doing the whole Tether tent where everybody can come and represent us and act like they're us. And no. Listen, lineage matters. I want y'all to understand something, ladies and gentlemen. Lineage matters. It does matter. Because when you have a lineage camaraderie with your constituents, naturally, a politician or somebody in a leadership position, naturally, you're going to look out for that group that you have more.
Oh, that's not true. That's not true at all. The majority, vast majority, and I seen him going off on, I think, a TikTok thing or whatnot. He said Marion Barry, and he said like two or three other congressmen and mayors and shit, right? The vast majority of black politicians ain't did shit for black people.
No. And they were as he would call FBA.
Yes, the motherfucking Maxine Waters is probably the longest tenured black congresswoman or senator or whatever the fuck from everybody, and ain't never did shit for niggas.
Mayor, what's his name? Mayor Adams in our city, New York. He was trash. So.
Yeah, Adams didn't do. Yeah, Adams wasn't doing shit for niggas either. Adams was before Trump got in. He was going lockstep with the immigrant shit.
Yeah. Same
thing with this goofy motherfucker in Chicago right now. Immigrants.
Mm-hmm.
So again, when you have you can't just use the one, or even worse, the fucking people that were stealing from their own people. The super mayor bitch? What's her name? The super mayor girl?
Lori Lightfoot?
No, not Lightfoot. She was like a township mayor or something.
Oh,
Tiffany Henyard. Yeah. I think it was Illinois too or some shit, but whatever it was. Tiffany Henyard, bro. Bro, she robbed them people blind, dog.
Running up the credit card debt, buying shit from Amazon.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So what are we talking about here? So you can't use the thing, but these are people he's talking to that are fucking idiots, bro. And that's the problem too. When you get idiots that are speaking and trying to have a conversation with somebody in a serious debate, right? Which again, Tariq never has a serious conversation with nobody that's serious. It's always like on some troll shit or some joke shit or whatever. I think he went and had a couple back and forth with Myron, which fuck Myron, because Myron pretended to be a nigga as long as it was cool, but then as soon as he got some money, now he hate niggas. If that was the case, nigga, you wouldn't have motherfucking went to Turkey and got that motherfucking hair patch and put waves in them. Lame ass motherfucker.
That's a hair patch. I don't
Yeah,
know these.
that's a fucking hair patch. That's a hair transplant. That nigga had a hair transplant, bro. That nigga was balding. He, they do motherfuckers go bald. He was bald like 5 years ago. You don't go from balding to goddamn a whole fucking head full of waves.
Isn't this a young dude? Like, he's supposed to be a young dude, right?
No, Myron got to be late 30s. I don't think Myron's 40 yet, but I think Myron's mid to late 30s.
Damn.
Lineage camaraderie with. And if you do not have a lineage camaraderie with them, you're most likely to turn on the people. It's easier for you to be co-opted by outside forces. For example, family, y'all remember right after the civil rights movement, around the country, there were a lot of black.
Appreciate y'all. He said he's 36. That nigga was balding at 29.
Damn.
That nigga was balding at 29.
Sitting on the show screaming at them bitches on the show. That's what caused it.
Nah, bro. That's your next, brother.
Black mayors and black representatives getting elected into cities. And things would turn around for the black community.
That's a lie, Tariq, and you know it. That's a fucking lie. What was the girl named? Keisha Lance Bottoms. Keisha Lance Bottoms, everybody was celebrating. Oh, Atlanta's first black female mayor. I think she was the first black female mayor. She didn't do shit. Nothing. Keisha Lance Bottoms didn't do shit for motherfucking Atlanta. And that'd be the worst part. Just like the chick that's the fucking mayor of Philly right now. They going through some scandal and some shit.
Damn.
Anytime these motherfucking, especially these female fucking politicians get put in control, bro, this shit is not finna be fucking successful. It's just a black person sitting in a fucking seat and they finna sell niggas down the river.
Look at your churches. Look at a lot of the pastors in a lot of your churches.
Oh my God. Let's not even go there. Churches, that's a whole nother thing for another day. Lord Jesus.
Hey man, what's up? Fantastic, man.
What's going on?
My fucking phone went dead, but I'm back on now, man.
It's cool, brother. Go ahead. What you got?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Now I'm just saying, do you think Tariq is trying to get back in the Africans' good graces? Because that shit was kind of random that bitch went to synagogue. Just like, you know what I'm saying, posting a whole bunch of pictures. You got the fuck up out of there real fast.
No, I don't think he's trying to get.
You didn't know what I Show Speed. I Show Speed is becoming that's an algorithm that people. Now Castanat, he was just in fucking Africa. Like he's posting pictures in Africa and Nigeria and shit like that. Gunner, all these people going to the Africa and shit like that. You think that he's just trying to ride that wave and shit? And eventually he gonna get back in the good graces of pro-black, like Pan-African people and all that type of shit. Cause that was how can you talk so much shit about different cultures and then go to that fucking culture and try to make some money off that shit?
Well,
Isn't that crazy?
This is what I'm saying, right? And this is why it's not a thing, right? Tariq already had ties to Africa from all the fucking Hidden Color shit or whatever a long time ago.
Right.
So him just going back over there to like, I don't want to say rekindle or just do that or whatever. I don't think it was for those purposes to get back in good graces. I don't think that's what it is, because that would alienate way more FBAs than it would help him with the graces of Africans. So I don't know what the motive behind it was, but it definitely wasn't that.
Damn. Cause I Show Speed and fucking what's the name? They about to run up the check on Africa. They about to run up the check on Africa.
I know I Show Speed just left.
Bro, the number one, like, think about it. Like, even in hip hop, the number one fucking songs, even in fucking hip hop right now, are in Africa.
Is
like,
it?
Fuck yeah. Like, Gunner, like, Gunner's a fucking big ass star now.
Yeah, but Gunner's
he's doing songs with Burna Boy. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, but it's still Gunner's American though.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like some of like the I'm talking about internationally, some of the biggest fucking songs and shit like that in hip hop are fucking in Africa right now.
Okay, I'll have to look
That
into it, I guess, but okay.
no, I'm just saying. I mean, name a hotter song than what Gunner got with Burna Boy. That's a hot.
Run up a check on Africa. Well, no, brother, I don't think you understand. It's not.
No,
of course,
ISO Speed is definitely running up a check right now.
yeah, I'm about to explain it to him. So yeah, it's not. They're not getting paid in Africa, but the content and the things that they're doing is being generated from his trip there. So he's not
Right.
making money off of Africa per se. He's making money in Africa.
Right. I mean,
Stan, what's up, bro?
no, I just think
Down in
that,
Atlanta, Maynard Jackson.
you know,
Maynard Jackson, I think his dad was a part of the civil rights movement. If I'm not mistaken, we're Atlanta people. But it was Maynard Jackson who really made Atlanta a black mecca. Him and Andrew Young too. I give Andrew Young their credit. Maynard Jackson, when they were building the airport, he said, hey, 35% of them contracts for construction is going to have to go to black firms. They made sure black folks got some of that paper from the state and from the city.
Okay, well, I don't want to do that, right? Maybe 35% was as high as he could fight for, right? But I'm gonna tell you this, bro. The way that Atlanta boomed from the 80s to the 2000s, bro, fucking ridiculous, dog. Okay. I-75 went from a motherfucking 4-lane highway in Atlanta. Now I think it's like fucking 20 lanes or some shit, right? Jackson, Hartsfield, Jackson is fucking international, is the busiest fucking airport in the world. Okay. Those contracts.
You talking about Jacksonville?
No. Hartsfield, Atlanta.
Oh,
I think it's
Atlanta.
Hartsfield. Let me see.
How far Jacksonville from Atlanta?
5 hours.
Oh shit, that shit is a minute. I thought it was like a hop and a skip.
Nah, Jacksonville 5 hours from Atlanta, 5 hours from Miami, an hour and a half, 2 hours from Orlando, 2.5, 3 hours away from Tampa. And I think it's also that's a grip from what's name, because I think it's like 4 hours of Pensacola, but yeah. Airport name.
The company I work for is based there. Yeah. Damn, boy. So you don't think that Tariq is gonna flip? Is not gonna flip?
Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta Airport. Yeah, that's what I know.
So you don't think eventually Tariq is gonna flip back to Pan-Africanist or
Possible.
No,
I think it's inevitable.
I don't think he's gonna flip back because he can't.
I think he went to fucking goddamn, was it Ghana? Not Ghana, but was it Senegal? Senegal, went to the slave plantation, not the slave, but the slave shit, and then fucking ate jello rice. And this nigga know, like, he been talking shit for the last 10 years. Come on, man.
It's not cat, well, brother. I got there in 5 hours.
He got there. I mean, he real comfortable.
It take me 4 hours to get to Macon, and Atlanta's like an hour away from Macon. So, and that's with me riding on 75 north. Okay, so so speed traps and Georgia boys and everything, brother. So,
is it true that they'll lock your ass up if you buy a goddamn carton of no?
GSP
if
flip your whole fucking car over, nigga, if you think you finna run from GSP.
Yo, is it true that they I mean, if you buy some fucking fireworks in fucking Georgia and come across state lines and they pull your ass over, they'll want to arrest your ass? Is that shit true?
I don't know if they're still illegal in Georgia. But when we was kids, you had to come to either Florida or South Carolina to get fireworks. But I know that for sure they got fireworks shops in Georgia now. Now think about it, they got one in Macon off of Gray Highway. So yeah, they sell fireworks in Georgia now. So I don't think they're illegal anymore.
I heard that shit was even. highly illegal because the bootleggers used to get them damn cigarettes and shit like
You
that
understand?
from Georgia.
A lot of our foundational black American politicians were doing things and putting deals together to make sure the black community was straight. Harold Washington out of Chicago, he made sure that contracts got to black firms. Harold Washington was looking out for Chicago. He put
Yeah, nah, brother. Again, now Tariq, you got to move up, bro. You got to tell us something that's happened recently and lately. I understand the you know, the old people, the older people, and the people that were actually, you know, when there was black unity, when there was black people looking out for black people. The problem we have now is niggas hate each other. So this FBA shit don't even make no sense because niggas don't want to work with each other and niggas want to play big bank, little bank, and be the fucking niggerlander. So that's another fundamental issue with all of these fucking movements when niggas hate the Africans just as much as they hate the niggas. They just killed the damn girl. And thank God the baby didn't die in Chicago, bro. This shit
Yeah,
all on the
Chicago, I
fucking
seen
internet.
that. I seen
The
that
four
one,
niggas
yeah.
walked the car down and shot the fucking car up and killed the motherfucking girl in broad daylight, dog.
Yeah, I seen that one.
You talking it was like 50 shots, some shit,
I don't know how many shots it was, bro, but they shot the fucking car up.
and then they didn't even the baby was left unscathed, right?
Hey,
That's right.
you can bring your weak ass up here and get your bitch ass out the fucking chat. Ain't nothing clown over here, nigga. Hit the link and come up here. I bet you won't.
You got a troll.
That's a damn lie. You lie now. Y'all just lying. No, FBAs have not always worked together. What the fuck are you talking about? No, you haven't. In the 70s, 60s, 70s, maybe back then, yes, but everything from the 2004s, no. Niggas have not worked together. And if you're telling that fucking lie, bro, you're either delusional or you're just a liar. I just told
know
you.
what?
Hold on, bro.
You-
Hold on. Ray Nagin, I think it was. Bro, this nigga was stealing money from fucking when he was the mayor of fucking Katrina during Katrina. He was stealing money. What y'all talking about? You can't just dwell, you just can't cherry pick the 70s and the 80s and the early fucking times, bro. You gotta motherfucking come up now. Give me the modern fucking the modern mayors and the modern fucking politicians that's doing some shit for black people. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. To kill niggas. They working together to fucking kill each other. That's about it. In broad daylight. Again, man, all you people that's listen, the link is in the chat, dog. Hit the motherfucking link and bring your lame ass up here and talk. Cam up and speak up. I'm not even paying attention to y'all if you talking in the chat, bro.
Hey, do you know that
talking to yourself?
Do you know FBA used to be NBA at one point when Tariq used to use it? Was it Native Black Americans?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that motherfucker almost. Yeah, he had. I think he even had shirts NBA or some shit like that. That he tried to make that movement because Yvette Carnell and Tone Talk didn't want to let him in on that ADOS shit.
Yeah, I covered that.
I mean, but he did. I think he preceded them. I think he actually.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
No. He tried to get part. Yeah, he tried to bite on that with NBA, and they shut that shit down.
So that's not preceding, bro. That he tried to take from. He tried to motherfucking finesse them into.
Yeah, like, it was the NBA. It was NBA Native Black Americans, and that shit didn't work.
Yeah, he did that after the ADOS shit. He still came up with the NBA shit after the ADOS shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was lily white. They started putting, hey, we're gonna get some black folks up here.
Yeah. No, you're right. No, you're right
about that. A lot of
that.
great things for Chicago. Where are my Detroit people? How many of y'all remember Coleman Young? Where are my Detroit people?
And this is the same thing he was bringing up. Coleman Young. When was the last time Coleman Young was fucking? Let me look this shit up. Coleman Young. $1960, bro. Get him the fuck out of here, man.
Wasn't that nigga the original passport, bro?
Hold on, let me see. State Senator Coleman Young announced the Detroit mayoral bid in 1990. I'm gonna need something that's at least 20 years fucking old, Tyreek. You gotta stop it. You're not helping your case.
Wasn't Tyreek the original Passport Bro?
No, not the Passport Bro. He was
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you, dog.
Africa.
I mean, y'all remember Coleman Young, Foundation. Coleman Young was an OG. He's from Alabama. He was a Tuskegee Airman, but he was the mayor of Detroit in the 70s. Well, he was the mayor for a long time. Coleman Young looked out.
Again, bro, Tyreek. Now, what have you done for us lately? What have the black leaders, the black mayors, the state Congress, the national Congress, and senators, what have they done for black people? Not a damn thing. So you going the politics route, bro, is no. That shit been dead for a minute. Niggas been more motherfuckers has been corrupt and lining their pockets, dog. I remember down here in Jacksonville, she was a congressman or congresswoman. She got elected to Congress. This lady ended up doing 4 years in fucking prison for fucking money laundering. Niggas can't keep their hands off the money, bro. You put niggas in a position of power. Huh?
What is really going on? It's like, I think you brought up like 5 or 6 people that were doing some kind of money laundering.
Yeah, bro, that's just off the top of my head. Look, bro. Look. This off the top of my head, dog, of shit I remember from me being a kid and up, like teenagers and up and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So what are we talking about here? He going all the way back to the 70s and 60s and 90s and shit. Like, come on, bro. What's been the track record recently?
He can make that argument then because it was more group cohesion then. I think when you go from the 90s to now.
Shout out to Larry Legend, Cynthia McKinney. That's who it was. Lady in fucking Jacksonville got caught up. I don't know how much money she fucking laundered, but yeah, Cynthia McKinney. She ended up going to fucking prison, bro.
That's crazy.
Research Latoya Cantrell. Just tell me who she is, bro. Again, like I said, just put all of the motherfucking who fled what? Bitch ass nigga. Who fled what? Bitch. Who fled? Hey, just put all of the corrupt nigga fucking leaders in the chat, bro. Just start listing them. 20 years or recently, within the last 20 years, some niggas that were mayors or senators or congressmen or any type of position of power that abused the shit and fucked black people over first. Shout out to man, Kadash Chaya 144. Appreciate you, brother, for the 5. That's one of my biggest gripes about FBAs. They try to skate off doings of the ancestors during the civil rights era. What have you done lately? Exactly, bro. Shout out to man, Doug Will again, man. Don't forget about C. Jack Ellis using city funds to take a trip to Africa. Oh man, man. I was gonna try to keep Jack Ellis out of this, brother, but even Jack Ellis, man. Yeah, bro. What are we doing?
But the thing about you know what the thing about Tariq, that motherfucker talk about boule niggas all the fucking time. But he's actually one of them niggas too. Like, how's all your friends boule niggas and you ain't one yourself?
All right, what's up, brother? What you got for us? Library card holder. What you got going for us, brother? What's up? What's
going on? Nah, all right. Yeah. That's what's up, man. Yeah, I was I just hopped in and just came up on that you was live and I seen what y'all was talking about. Asking the question, is FBA a cult? And as far as my knowledge, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, basically, like y'all was talking about, because Yvette and them started ADOS, and then Tyreek came along and started FBA, which he shouldn't have, because it broke up the momentum of what Yvette and them had going on. So Yvette and them, I believe, had a better foundation going on before Tyreek came along and started FBA, which
But they stole that acronym from a white woman. A white
it was a
woman had
black
that
guy.
fucking
It
idea.
was I can't
No,
think of
it
the
wasn't. No, it
brother.
wasn't.
It was a brother that they got
No, I'll tell you the real story about how they came up with ADOS. You know, there was
I can't think of
a
the
white
brother name.
woman that wrote a book. No, there was a white woman that wrote a book. Her name was Ann Coulter, and it was called Adios America. You know what I'm saying? How was it white liberals are turning what's the name to a third world hellhole or some shit like that.
Sandy, I think Sandy something. It was another brother that came
And-
up with it from my
And no, she checked Tariq Nasheed on Twitter, and that shit went viral when he tried to claim some shit.
Nah, well, that's not the information I have, but that's okay. You know, that's cool.
And Coulter, look her up.
Yeah, hold on. Let me read these. My bad. I missed the super chat. Shout out to Calvin Dickerson, brother. My bad, brother. I appreciate you. Fantastic. If we were awarded reparations, if it's not money, what other way should reparations should be applied? No taxes, tax free, not having to pay taxes, other programs, property, anything other than cash money, bro. For real. Like I said, again giving a whole bunch of people that have very, very little to no financial literacy a whole bunch of money is doomed to fail, dog. It's doomed to fail. And niggas talking about cut the check. You're not serious. If you're saying, and then too, the math behind it. Listen, and for all intents and purposes, bro, this shit is over with. I'll get to that after that. I'll just say this and break the bad news to you niggas. Shout out to
what if those white people gave them?
Brother, I'm reading the super chats. Chill out. I'm gonna let you rock. Why do Tariq talk about the Mexicans that kick FBAs out of Compton, which used to be 80% black? Hey man, who knows? And shout out to Highway Skinny for the 2. Latoya Cantrell is the Tiff Henyard of Louisiana. That's crazy, brother. Yeah, bro. So let me tell y'all this shit. Reparations is never gonna fucking happen. All right. The US debt right now is 38 trillion fucking dollars. And when they dump all these fucking bonds back into the market, that shit gonna be over 40 trillion. The dollar is finna be dead. So the hopes of niggas getting reparations, bro, over with. Y'all can kill that conversation. Not gonna happen. The whole dollar is about to be fucking abracadabra. So sorry to tell you. But nah, brother, go ahead. The new guy. Let me put the
I know the brother was talking, but just we know what FBA ADOS primary position is, and it's just to make sure that if reparations was distributed, it's distributed to direct descendants of slavery and nobody else. That's primarily where the whole term came from, to make sure that no one else that doesn't have a lineage back to slaves doesn't get the money.
So my problem with that was, right, and my problem always with that was, so what are you gonna do when the white people get reparations?
And what regard? What you mean, brother?
Exactly what I said. What are you gonna do when the white people get reparations? Because there were slaves that had kids with a black woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that woman, because she can pass for white, all she did was have kids with, white dudes.
Right.
So somewhere down that lineage, that mama was a slave.
Right. Well,
now you got a pure, almost pure white person that's gonna be able to look down and say, "Hey,
you have your lineage to slave, but then that will be dealt with accordingly. That doesn't, as they say, you can't throw the baby out with the bath."
Well, no, I understand, and then too, like I said, what when you find out that again, contrary to popular belief, every black person wasn't a slave,
right?
So now niggas gonna be mad at the niggas that's thinking you supposed to get a check, but you ain't getting no check because you weren't no fucking slave.
That mean you're gonna have those issues. That still does not take away from the fact that black people
But
descendants.
there's a lot of people overseas. There's a lot of people overseas because a lot of people don't understand. There's a lot of people overseas that can also claim FBA. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of migration and shit like that over fucking seas and shit. You do know that,
Yeah,
right?
I don't know. I don't know how many people went to Liberia. I know some did, but I don't think it was a lot. A huge
Well,
what's the name
no,
over there?
But that doesn't take away,
even
brother. That doesn't take away from your lineage, whether you left,
I
came
mean,
back.
but there's different pockets around the world where you had like slaves that fled, you know, to
Mhm.
different countries and shit like that.
Right.
You know, right after slavery ended and shit like that. I mean, they can claim FBA.
Yeah, if they can trace their lineage back to slavery, of course. That's
Nah,
what
so
it's.
I'm not saying there's no reason. I'm
Mhm.
not anti reparations, bro.
Right.
Okay. Again, if they find a way to get it done or whatever, and
Right.
you repay people for a wrong done to them, cool, fine, right? I'm not, niggas saying I'm not. That's not the bag I'm on, right?
Right.
What I am saying though is for sure, without a doubt, it shouldn't be cash money. It shouldn't be cash in hand. It should be something as to where niggas can't just squander it and give it right back once you give it to them. That's why I think land would be much more appropriate. Something
Yeah.
like they got set up
Well,
with Native
land with
American.
free
Well,
land
Yeah.
with tax credit.
Neely Fuller Jr. to me has come up with the best plan, and that's replace the things that were taken. He didn't, and God rest the dead, because Mr. Fuller passed away last year. He didn't feel like it should be giving him money neither or either, because they could give you $5 million today, and then tomorrow they could say $5 million is worth 100,000, and you back big. Mr. Fuller said you should replace the things that were taken. You prevented me from having education. I should be able to have unlimited amounts of education. So everything that was taken and forbidden from black people, you should have access to it until all things are corrected. But it shouldn't be money, because they control the value of money. And we could have $5 million today, and because if everybody got 5 million, just like you was indicating,
Yeah, like it devalued the dollar, so it ain't worth it. Yeah,
anyway.
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So yeah, so
Yeah.
shout RIP Neely Fuller, but that's another thing too, brother. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Niggas don't even understand economics, bro, and that's another big issue and problem. So that's why I say the education, especially when we're talking finances and economics, will be crucial, because not understanding how the money works, you're never going to be able to control the money. Right.
Mhm.
This is why I think they say like, bro, the dollar in the black community lasts less than like 30 minutes or some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Right. We you know what I'm saying? When you talking about the Asians, or you talking about the Jews, or you talking about the Arabs, or you talking about these other group of people, bro, this shit lasting for weeks or months. You feel me? Before it ever gets out of the community. And what makes it so bad is, again, we're still I think third place now, because Hispanics have overtaken us, but it's whites, Hispanics, then us, then like everybody else, right? So being the third biggest group in population in the country, bro, and $1.5 trillion, but most of it squandered, like it makes no sense.
Right. Now I agree. I mean, we don't own or control anything that's like we're more consumers than producers.
Yeah, that's problematic.
Yeah, and it's it's like I use an example of going to the laundromat, right? If you look at neighborhoods where laundromats are, right, the houses don't even give you a hookup. Like you could hook your own.
Yeah, the option to be able to have a washer and dryer in the property.
Right. And I understand why apartment development wouldn't want to put a washer and dryer, because people tear it up, especially if you rent 1,000 or 1,500. People, like, I hate to say it, probably wouldn't take care of your stuff, not to be funny. Maybe the higher end places where you paying like $3,000 a month nowadays, of course they're gonna come with washer and dryers. But my point is, a lot of places where majority of black people, especially black people who don't have a lot of money, they don't have washer and dryers, or they don't even have a hookup. So that forces them to go to the laundromat. Who owns the laundromats? Who can right now? I live in the DC area. I can just go right over to Maryland, and it's like a lot of laundromats, right? They're owned by Asians, but they're ran by Hispanics. but it's only black people that frequent it.
Yeah.
So it's little stuff like just forcing black folks to have to go to a laundromat versus being able to wash your own clothes at home. That can mess with your money. It don't have to be something as grandiose as, I can't, think of or like incarcerating a bunch of black men. It don't have to be as grand as that. It could be something as simple as making sure there's no grocery stores in your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? You go into the corner store all day. And if I don't know where you live at, but like in the city, that's how it is. Ain't no grocery store, so you go into the corner store all day, knick-knacking and wasting money. So it's other little ways that money gets taken out the black community.
Yeah, so let me address this idiot right here. See again, this person right here that's so FBA strong and whatever is a dummy, right? This isn't true. This isn't true. It ain't even close. It ain't even close to being true. This wasn't true either.
Crushing it right now.
What's YT? What does YT mean?
White people. White folks.
White.
Yeah, that's not true.
Okay.
That's not true either.
Asians is crushing everybody in America.
Yeah, what are we
right
talking
now.
about? Again, like I said, but this is the FBA's finest.
Yeah.
This the Asians, the Punjabs, they crushing it right now.
Yeah.
Arabs too.
I was mad when I saw them surpass black people like that.
And kids, where they making their money at? Off niggas.
Exactly. And even when people say, like, again, I live in the DC area, right? So they have a thing where they say Prince George's County is the richest black county in the United States. Now it's St. Mary's County because a lot of people moved from Prince George's County to St. Mary's County, which is this county.
They moved down to St. Mary's. I was stationed there. That was my first duty station.
In St. Mary's County?
Yeah.
What were you?
Pax River base.
Oh, okay. And in DC area?
It's an hour south. St. Mary's is an hour south of
like Waldorf and all that.
Yeah,
right?
Waldorf. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that's the new like black hub now, right? But I always ask, compared to what, right? Like what other? It's not like you saying Prince George's County is the richest black county in the United States compared to what?
So it would be like
the other black rich counties. It's not many.
Yeah, so that's that. When you compare it to predominantly black or substantial, either predominantly black or what's name. So yeah, comparing that more like.
Yeah, but I know what they're saying, but it's not like it's a lot of bunch of.
It's not. It's not a lot of.
That's not really like a real flex for real,
But it has to be a flex for the sake of just keeping track of it, right? And it giving you a baseline of the highest black earners, right?
Yeah.
So from that aspect, so okay, but then like you said, if you were to compare that, if you were to compare the PG County, let's see, let's look it up.
So Loudoun County, if you just stay in this area, Loudoun County,
that's something to another white to something else. It's still dwarfed because you know what I'm saying. Go ahead, kiss my bad, brother.
No, you good. Isn't there one in California too? Like an all black.
They got Baldwin Hills. I know they got Baldwin Hills. That's a black neighborhood, but I don't know about.
It's not like a black county. It's a neighborhood.
I know Baldwin Hills is like supposed to be like a well-to-do black neighborhood, but I don't know about county as far as LA.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it could be. I just don't know. I just always, being in this area, I always hear, Prince George's County. Now, like I said, it's they say St. Mary's because a lot of people moved to St. Mary's County because they did a lot of building out there.
The wealthiest black communities, majority communities in America are heavily concentrated in Maryland, Prince George's County, and Charles counties, and affluent suburbs in Los Angeles, California.
Okay, got you. Charles
County, Prince George's County, Bowie, Maryland, all these cities, Maryland. Woodmore, Maryland, Fort Washington, Maryland, View Park, Windsor Hills, California, Ladera Heights, California, and Olympia Fields, Illinois. So I guess that's like the top 10.
And these are little, like Bowie is just like a little city, but it is influencing a lot of blacks that got money to live out there. And Fort Washington is probably even smaller where black folks live out there. So I mean, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, no, it's not. We're not knocking it down. Shout out to those people for being higher earners. But for sure, we're definitely not downplaying it. So I don't want nobody to say that. But like you said, if you were to compare it to other groups and whatever, it's still going to be, you know what I'm saying, not even top 100. I feel you. And then especially start talking about Asian communities, Jewish communities, and those things like that. But no, like I said, I think it's a it's a baseline for us to know, like, okay, the highest people are here and this is what they're earning. So that's to give you a baseline of like the highest black earners for the most part, right? I think again, man, and there's a lot of shout out to everybody in the chat that was giving ideas. Shout out to Tia and the things we were saying, right? There's not it's too much focus on we deserve this and we should be given this, but there's never been any official plan, any official demands saying structure, hey, we need this. If it's gonna be money, this amount of money, or it should be valued in this. You feel me?
Credit.
So you got a lot of people on the internet just hollering, screaming reparations, but no actual thing being put forward.
Like, no actual like framework to go, okay, cool. Let's use this, let's get some credit, and then let's open up, say, like a store in our neighborhood, and then because debt and credit work, like you pay off the debt, you own that business outright. But meanwhile, you earn a revenue because there's something called temporary ownership, right? When you were the bank, we own credit on the property. All the black people, you support that business, you help that person pay off that building, and you own it outright. He could just replicate that over and over.
Yeah, that's how Asians do property too. Asians and Indians do property the same way. So they'll all come here and they'll live under one property, pay that property off, and then they'll help give money to the next person so they can, down payment on the house and so on and so forth. And like you said, now and then also they let the kids live in the damn house while they doing medical school, they doing their fucking masters in engineering and all this other shit till they're 30 years old. You know what I'm saying? So now you're stacking money and all the money's coming into the house and the kids able to save. Just those concepts like that, man, it's that simple. But with niggas, oh, you 18, you got to get out of here. You see? You feel me?
Well, we had those concepts, when we came out of slavery, came out of Jim Crow and all that. We had those concepts. It's just the poison that's in us now as a people. We just can't do it together no more. But these same way these nationalities show up now, we showed up like that. Because I'm not super old. I'm 47, but I grew up in the era.
The same thing. We grew up with grandmas and
grandma, So we saw it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, bro. We're the last generation of this shit. Is what I'm saying. So now everybody's moved away from it, and family ain't family no more, bro. You don't even have black family reunions no more like that, bro. Everybody used to have family reunions. You feel me?
Yeah.
So and more people are connected through the internet than like physical, whatever, actually meeting in real time. And just this, man. Like the family is the most important unit. And then of course, the single mom thing messed up shit a whole lot because now ain't no mama and daddy no more. It's just a mama. And then the mama hate the daddy or the daddy hate the mama. It's conflict. And now you got a kid that's trying to grow up in a household. More likely than not, it's gonna be a apartment. You know what I'm saying? Not no house. You don't even got a chance to grow up in a house anymore because the house is too much for one person to afford. So yeah, man. Like I said, it's a thing that where you have to start turn that shit around immediately. Shout out to my man Doug Will for another 5. I greatly appreciate you, brother. They got the name ADOS from Dr. King's book. Where do we go from here? They said this multiple times. He doubled it up, bro. Appreciate you, Doug Will, for another 5 for the same message, brother. Shout out to One Kim One for the 5. Did Indians and Japanese get reparations? Yes, but we need to focus on cashing out U.S. taxpayers from Social Security and Medicare. Reparations are expensive. That's another great point, brother. Shout out to Kevin Dickinson for another 5. I greatly appreciate you. Fantastic. Is it still possible for us to have black banks and black financial institutions at one time? We had them. Why do you think there's none?
Black people gonna, like, no offense, but and it's with black culture in the diaspora. Anytime, because I've seen this in Jamaica too, right? Anytime a black person tried to establish something like that, either other black people don't support it, or they try to run some kind of like they want to get discount from it, or they don't take care of the place. And then if a Chinese person makes a bank or laundromat in your neighborhood, they'll fund that, or they support that, or they respect that establishment. So
Well,
But
it's,
the banking thing is huge, right? So again, I think they opened a black bank in Atlanta or something. Killer Mike was promoting it,
he was
right?
talking about he was, yeah.
Yeah. So the problem with a bank, bro, is it's not easy, right? And again, especially now, I just until this thing is settled and whether or not we know it's going to even be a dollar anymore, no, that's not an investment that needs to be
oh, I
focused
forgot
on right
about that. Yeah.
Industrial. So in DC, the DC area again, they have a bank, the Industrial Bank. People could look it up. That's black owned. It's been around for a long time. So they have black banks, but again, it's the fear factor with black folks. If we put all our money in there, is white folks gonna just hit that button and just play them type of games. So and then the service that we get with smaller banks, is it gonna be the same as bigger banks? So black folks have a lot of those type of fears, and they're legitimate fears where we just don't even want to trust putting our money in black banks, because if white folks see us doing that, is white folks gonna push a button?
Yeah,
we
gotta get out of we gotta get out of that, man, brother. I just said the same thing, brother. That's why I say I know banks are going away. And for the record, there are 23 black-owned banks and over 300 black-owned credit unions.
Okay.
So 323 of banking institutions, right, or more, approximately 323.
Yeah.
But even more so importantly than the banks, bro, there needs to be just economics across the board being taught. You know what I'm saying? Investments and
respect,
you know what I mean?
For your business, respect for your
actual business. None of this niggerism,
I agree.
bro.
I agree.
Yeah, and like I said,
customer service, the basic stuff.
Yeah, but like you said,
stop going into the trying to figure, like he said, niggerish, trying to figure out how to run game on the store or get some kind of discount.
Yeah.
But then you'll go right next to Punjab down the block, and you respect his business and pay full price. Like I've seen that happen like enough times. Like
niggas do that. Niggas do that all the time. Niggas don't got no problem. You ain't negotiating no prices in motherfucking Gucci, Fendi, Foot Locker, all that shit.
I even shop. My bad.
No, you good, brother. Go ahead.
I was saying I even shop like this. If I go into a black business and they don't have something that I mainly eateries. That's normally, we usually can open up somewhere to eat. So if I go to a spot and they ran out what I normally would get. I understand that a smaller business cannot order a truck full of whatever and sit in the back, because a lot of times smaller businesses don't roll like that. So they kind of buy it day to day or week to week. So if I come in a business and I say, hey, can I get this? And they're like, nah, we ran out today. I'm like, when will you have it again? Tomorrow, next week, whether I'll be back next week. Because I understand that a smaller business can't get the loan, or it just doesn't make sense for them to buy 1,000 or something so they can have
supply and demand is important, and the business principle is important.
Yeah, supply and demand, right? Exactly. I said it the long way. That's the short.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, like you said, right? Once it comes to customer service and once it comes to actually running the business the way a business is supposed to be ran, is where things always, get a little shaky, right? Even with like I said, the holy trinity of black business, the motherfucking the barbershop, the hair shop, and the soul food spot. You feel me, bro? Come on, dog.
Nail shop. We know who owned the nail shop.
Yeah, you can't say that. That's why I didn't say nail shop.
Yeah, but the Asians on that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, man. And hell, the nail shop's making way more money than the fucking hair shops is nowadays.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all sisters in there. I be like, shake my head.
But hey, a broken clock is right 2 times a day. Yeah. Even Dr. Umar said this: black women because they don't want to do feet, right? Because they think feet is nasty or whatever, so on and so forth. You're missing out on a whole motherfucking industry. You feel me?
Oh,
billions of dollars.
I only know 2. I know 2 nail spots with sisters on it. One up on Minnesota Avenue, called the Dry Bar. I'm gonna just throw them a little shameless plug.
Yeah, shout out to
Dry
them, man.
Bar.
Shout out to them.
And one in Tacoma Park. I can't think of the name of it, but it's by Tacoma Station.
Uh-huh.
And some sisters own that. Those I'm not saying that it's not more in the area, but just right offhand,
Uh-huh.
I only know 2. But it's not the way you could just ride down the street and see Asian nail shops up and down the block. I don't see that when it comes with sisters.
Well, yeah, man. Like I said, it's just so many opportunities and things that we don't take advantage of,
Yeah.
and other people then complain about everybody else, and most importantly, turn around and blame it on the white man. So once black people stop focusing on the white man, it's 2026, bro.
I'm one of them black people though, because I know white folks play a lot of psychological games with black people that we still have not understand that this is the game. 100%. This is the game that they play. All this gender war stuff. That's when you start playing with black men's money, and when they're not gainfully employed, it affects other things. So your own children won't listen to you when you're not gainfully employed.
Yeah, but that's only, I think the black unemployment rate is something like maybe 20%, maybe.
Yeah, but it's one thing to be employed, but it's another thing to be on a competitive level. Like you make it
underemployed. So again, I can't, and this is why I say, right? And shout out to the brothers, of course, because we've been doing better. Shout out to Medium Man. Medium Man just put the numbers and said, hell, black men has been, earning more money and increasing the gap between earnings between them and black women.
Yeah, for
over
sure.
the last couple of years, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is this, and again, hey, you should always be as a man trying to improve and get better and whatnot, what have you.
Right, for sure.
Listen, trades are out here, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that AI is not going to be able to replace for quite some time.
Right.
HVAC, CDL, plumbing,
construction workers,
all these different things and so on and so forth, right? So my thing is there's great opportunity and a shortage in a lot of these trades also.
Yeah.
Their brothers just aren't taking, you know what I'm saying? Just not taking advantage.
Construction industry is a shortage out here in New York. Because I'm a
what's
construction
next?
worker, so
I can tell you 2 things about to go up. Motherfucking oil rigs, working with oil. All right, oil is about to be big, and mining shit. The minerals, the mineral shit they just announced. So mining and you know what I mean. It's gonna be hard labor, but it's gonna be well paid, and it's gonna be something to where, you know what I'm saying.
And we gotta make sure we get into those. See, I don't want to, because I don't want to make it like you said. I ain't trying to. I'm one of them people that I still operate from pointing out how these whiteys is still low key corrupting things. They just throwing the rock and hide their hand. But I understand what you're saying.
All right, brother. So you said this for the second time. So now you got. So tell me or tell us. We got 100.
Okay.
We got 178 people in here right now. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell us what the white man is keeping the black man or black people from doing in 2026, brother.
Okay, so when you're talking about the lack of information, right? Yes, the lack of information. Like, how would you, like when you talk about oil rigs, a lot of white folks dominate those industries. So if a brother wants to get into the oil rigging industry, okay, you can put it on you can go type it on the internet and you can find out where it's at. You might be able to even go get the training, but can you actually get in there? Because see, they created unions to keep blacks out in the first place. And if you really look at a lot of like even with the plumbing and the electrical work and stuff like that, we didn't really get into those fields until white folks graduated on a commercial side. If you go downtown in DC, and like with the commercial buildings down there, you'll see the white boys jumping out the nice trucks, doing all the electrical work, plumbing work downtown. Now you see us in those industries, but we're more on the residential side, because that's how it goes. I remember when I was working at Food Line years ago, and the dude that was the meat, he was in the meat department, and I never forget this. He said, anytime you see white folks getting out of industry, it's about to go a whole nother direction, because at the time they were going away from cutting meat. The meat was being prepackaged and sent to the store where all you had to do was put the labels on it. So they was getting away from butchering. So because they was getting away from butchering, the white boys was rolling out of that industry, because the food coming pre-cut, all you have to do is put the tag on. Ain't no more butchering. So now the brothers can come in. They'll let the brothers come in and just put the label on it because there's no real butchering going on. So these are little things that white folks still do. I can go on. You remember the hot shot? You know the hot shot where dudes get the dually trucks and then they tow the cars.
Mm-hmm.
For many years, brother, I used to see that, but I never knew what it was, right? And then I started seeing brothers slowly get into it. So then I started realizing what it was because these trucks never had labels on them. But when we started getting to those industries, now the money is not the same anymore. Granted, it's becoming oversaturated, but again, when they see brothers get into industries, now the money's not the same, or they shifting the qualifications to get this kind of money, and so on and so forth. And then you find yourself just kind of making basic money, even though you're doing a particular, like even with CDLs now. You're seeing more brothers get into the CDL game, but then you start seeing the money being funny now with the CDL game. But when it was just the white boys doing it, they was making hand over fist.
Yeah. So again, right. So so this is my thing. You can't use that. You can't use that when the information is here now. Now I'll give you the credit of before, right? If we're talking 20, 30 years ago, yeah. But that's why I say 2026. In 2026, everybody got a phone, bro.
100%.
Literally. All of the information in the world, present, past, and hell, some future 100%. Is on this motherfucker right here.
Okay.
I can't accept the explanation. I won't call it an excuse.
No,
right?
no, it can be an excuse. I ain't offended.
But I can't accept that when again it's a motherfucker that don't even speak English, bro.
Right.
That's going out here and getting a fucking HVAC license. 100%. There's a motherfucker that can't speak English that's going out here and passing the fucking electrician test.
Right.
You feel me? So being that people are taking advantage of these things that have the ultimate barrier of even understanding the language and the culture, this is why I'm saying we have to, hold ourselves accountable. And again, a lot of people, bro, they don't know the process and don't care to learn or study the process. Bro, you on this phone, I'll say, I don't even know what the average time is, but I'll say probably for the most part, with all the social media shit and niggas watching porn and whatever and so on and so forth, nigga on the phone for like probably half the day, right? If you on this phone all fucking day and all you doing is kikiing, laughing and talking shit and not using this for a way to make yourself better, bro, you're wrong. And we have to start holding that as the standard because it's not the white man. And that's what I'm saying.
So no, and I know what you're saying. I mean, we on the same. I'm getting what you're saying. Now, I give you an example, like with the internet, right? With YouTube, and people know a thing of shadow banning, right? When you on the internet and you talking a talk that the masses don't want you to put out there, they start shadow banning your channel. They start making it where you the subscribers you should have, you don't have them based on the activity level on certain people's channel.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Exactly. So that's you doing your part, doing your job, but you're still being snubbed in a way.
And I got you, but at the same time, I'm still here regardless, right?
100%. 100%.
So eventually, I gotta find a way to either punch through or find another way to subsidize what I should be getting or whatever. What I would have.
This is why. That's
a great point, though. I get what you're saying. And again, but most importantly, right? And I still understand this, and I know this. First and foremost, life ain't fair, right?
Right.
And a lot of motherfuckers don't like niggas. They intimidated or whatever. They feel a way. They have a presupposition, right? Of what they think black men are, right? Straight black men are, right? Mm-hmm. My thing is, right? This is why it's important for brothers to quote unquote each one teach one, right? Because you get in a trade and now you tell another group of people about a trade and you can start your own company, bro. Like you said, because that's a great point you brought up too. Listen, this shit is about you get your own LLC private contract and you get these contracts. That's where the money is. You know what I'm saying? You don't really want to work for no, you know what I'm saying? If you're working for a company, that's cool, that's fine. But you know what I'm saying? You're working under somebody, you're never gonna make as much money and be as profitable if you had you independently or you had your own company. So yeah, man, I think if we start doing it, and it's not that hard to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard to do once you get a group of brothers that are clearly capable and good at their job and know what they're doing. Not don't be on no bullshit, right? But hey, start out to where you outbidding these people for these contracts, especially with like down here in Florida where I'm at. Hell, they throwing houses up left and right.
Yeah.
So if you can get a good a builder, get a contract with a builder for running the electric, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, that's a nice little bag. You feel me?
And that's
Can I say this real quick?
Go ahead, bro.
Y'all gotta check your cities because there's a lot of possible free programs that give you like your OSHA 30s, your SSTs, because that's how I got my stuff at, right? Because I'm a construction worker, I got my OSHA 30, my SST, all that stuff. I even got my G-Pro mechanical for clean energy, Solar One and stuff. So y'all gotta check your cities and your programs and see what's there available to y'all where I could get some of the stuff for free. Because out here in New York, there's plenty of black men that went to those programs looking for jobs in construction. So like the stuff is out there.
Yeah.
I'm saying you just gotta look for it.
And then I give you my bad.
Now the game with the construction, right? You can work under somebody to gain the experience and the in-game stuff. And then when you're on the construction site, there's times where the tradespeople come in, the subcontractors. You can learn game from them, gain your experience, and then as Mr. Fantastic said, get with other brothers that also know what they're doing and go start your own thing. So,
And see, my position with blaming, Whitey or whatever, it's more so for brothers to understand what you're dealing with when you go out here, to not get frustrated and crash out. It ain't about blaming Whitey that then lay back and say, man, it's the white man. That's why I can't do that, man. No, it's understand that part of the game, but then what are you gonna do? That's more so my position. Because again, I'm originally from Norfolk, Virginia, right? The opportunities that you have in DC, you don't have in Norfolk. Like in DC, you could drive Metro bus and make 120, 125 a year. You understand what I'm saying? DC cops make 200 grand a year. I mean, dudes, got locks and everything, tattoos and all that, making 150, 200 a year. And this is no exaggeration. You can look it up. But a lot of places don't have those type of opportunities.
Well, no, yeah. Your the salaries and things are gonna adjust accordingly, right? Like DC,
right.
Yeah. DC is gonna be like crazy.
But then the opportunities, like when you're saying, like you have it on your phone and you're right, but going to execute it is different, and that's where you got to understand a little more than just I have my certification.
Well, no. And that's what I'm saying. So you have to learn the full process, and I think that's what we learn, especially our age, right? 40 plus, bro. Yeah. Bro, you have to learn the process, and you need to know everything in and out as much as possible, because knowledge is power, and you don't want to get screwed over. You feel me? You don't want to be underpaid.
Right.
You don't want to get backdoored out of a contract or opportunity, and you learn how the game goes, so you see the shit coming before the shit comes. You feel me? So my thing is. Just real quick.
Nah, my bad. I know you.
No, you can. Cool. It's cool. So this is what I'm saying. The quote unquote white man's playbook, bro, has not changed over the last 100 years. It's the same shit. Right. So if you're still falling for the same play, bro, it's not them, it's you. And I think it's way too many brothers talking about, the white man. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, explain to me how the white man fucking you over or us over, black men over, but the Asian man killing shit, the Arab man killing shit.
You know why though? They don't lean on them the way. One, they don't lean on them the way they lean on us. Two, they're not in direct proximity to the white man when it comes to jobs, and they're not intimidated. And they're not intimidated by They're not intimidated by Asian men the way they are intimidated by black men.
No. So the intimidation thing, bro. And again, that's there, but that doesn't matter if you're talking about hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars, right? Because that's where the Asians are. So this is just the numbers, right?
Yeah.
Asians out earn everybody. Asians, Indians, and then you work your way down, right?
Right.
So what I'm saying is this: if we were to look at the playbook of the Asians, look at the playbook of the Indians, look at the playbook of the Arabs, look at the playbook of the Jews.
Yes.
why can't we run the same plays? Is what I'm saying. And the problem is, like, to your point, they not worried about the white man. They're working together to a point to where whatever the white man got going on is irrelevant because they're a fucking fist and not an open hand. It comes back to the original statement we was making it where niggas, you broke ass nigga, you ain't got no money. It's this constant battle to where everybody want to be the nigga. Everybody want to be the man, right? Versus, nah, bro, we all working together. Everybody can eat. And we finally build the motherfucking foundation we need, right? In order to start making some headway to something successful is what I'm saying. Because there's plenty of examples.
And you're 100% right. I'm just saying again, no, white folks are not white folks are not going into these Asian spots. The health department is not going into these Asian spots the way they need to be. Because if they did, half of these carryouts will be shut down. They're not targeting Asians the way they target black people or black men in particular. Indians, we know their restaurants be disgusting. They're not going in there with the health department. They're not targeting these people to shut them down the way historically they do black. And again, especially black men.
Oh, no,
and they don't have, and each one of those guys, they have their, and this is something I didn't want to go here, but all of these people have their women right beside them. If you go into any,
brother, what we talk about?
Huh?
I say that's what we specialize over here, brother. That's a whole, like I said, that's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
But,
so because I ain't trying to be like trying to play the blame game.
It's cool.
How I see it. Yeah, so you go into the Asian spots in particular, you know, the carryouts, the liquor stores, whatever. They got they woman right there. Be two old Asian dudes. Yeah, they working at 7 days a week. Now you ain't, and me and my buddies talk about it all the time. You ain't gonna get no sister working no carry out with you 7 days a week, and that all that little stuff deters black men, and I don't think it should, but it does. It deters black men from even wanting to do that type. Oh, you dusty, you dirty.
Well, no,
listening to that stuff.
Saying, though. So, and that's what I'm saying. And you, black men have to, bro, accept that shit and just accept it, bro, for what it is, and go it alone, man.
I agree.
And leave them behind, and do not save them is the most important part. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a very, very unpopular opinion and a way to play it.
Right.
But yeah, bro, if a woman doesn't want to cooperate, she does not want to help you build, she don't get the motherfucking sit down and eat once you're successful. And this is what you're going to continue to see. There's going to be a separation of black men and black women, especially now with this whole the job market being balanced because they don't got all these fucking government jobs to lean on anymore, right? And you're gonna see a lot of these women, you know what I mean, that was talking that strong independent shit. This shit is gonna change by in the next 5 years, bro, and then even more so. But nah, bro, hey, shake the dust off your feet and move it along. I'm just looking at it from the standpoint of block out the noise, right? Put your fucking blinders on, put your head down, and work. You got to work anyway, right?
Right.
Find you somebody that's like-minded. You know what I mean? Somebody that's fucking, you know, got willpower, got know-how, you know, willingness to fucking build and expand, all those different things, so on and so forth. And we start working together, dog, versus always competing, because that's where we end up. And then, like you said, at the end of the day, what we competing for? The same pussy that everybody done had. You feel me? Niggas got to get out of that mode, dog. We gotta elevate beyond this. You know, I got more than you, and you know, trying to impress niggas that don't like you, and don't like you, and we just wasting our money on too much shit versus putting the money together and actually, you know, making something that's profitable and valuable.
And see, so many people eat off black people being ignorant, being, you know, not unified. Everybody, the Indians, the Jews, the Asians, everybody feeds off of us not being together. So if you're wondering why the schools are still dilapidated, we have an age-old conversations. It's 30 to 1 in the schools. You know, parent-teacher we having the same arguments because nobody wants to really allow black people to fully function on a high level.
Well, that's what, but it's
Yeah,
this
but
is not it's
can I
not
say
it's
this
not
real
an
quick, though?
allowance though. It's not anyone not allowing you to do it. And you got to kiss after I say this. It's not anyone not allowing you to do it. It's just niggas being unwilling, bro. Again, it's discipline. Everybody hates fucking discipline, but niggas hate it like I can't even describe, right? So the things that it will take for us to turn around and actually start being successful, bro, the work is the problem.
Yeah.
Niggas like talking a lot. Niggas love to talk. But when you got to motherfucking put your hands to that plow, as you say back in the day, they gonna fucking walk away every time, bro.
I feel you. And then, like I say, we not far off. You know what I'm saying? It's just I think it's more to it than that. You know, we make it $20 an hour. Listen, I'm not above that. But when you look at what you should be getting paid, what you getting paid, you've been in this country for a long time. You know the history of this country. A lot of brothers just get frustrated and say bump it. Do I agree with that? I don't. But I'm saying when we say people came over this country and they came over to a country that was already built, ready, and was catering to whatever their needs was to make sure they grow. Asians didn't come over here to be employees. They came over here to do business. Indians, Jews, they all come over here to do business. But when black people want to do business, you got you fill all this out right here. Do all this to do this. Do all this to do that. No, you forgot to cross the T and you forgot to dot the I. You know what, man? Forget it, man. I don't even want to do it anymore. You know, it's not right. But this is what goes on. Even with school, I don't work with my bad.
You got to add this to the equation, right? Like when you talk, like Mr. Fantastic was talking about the politicians scamming on a micro level. You got black people in the communities that also do the same thing too, or gatekeeping information.
They are. You're right.
Right? Because like you got black people that know certain things, that know how to run business, know about credit, but then they're scamming.
You're right.
Or putting their money, or stealing money from somewhere, like with the churches, right? So it's like
when
it's those little small things that in the community set us back. So it's like it's hard for me to say it's white people anymore, because it's niggas that look like you in front of your face, that's scheming. It's like already we have, like somebody put in the chat earlier that Mr. Fantastic highlighted, we don't have a trust program amongst each other. Like we don't know who's who right now. So I'm saying, so it's like I hear what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's Mr. Fantastic was like, there's a lot of work we got to do. It's a mindset work. Yep. It's a discipline work. And it's because there's years and layers on top of us fighting about who we are. One moment we this, one moment we Hebrews. Well, it's like for the 30 years of my living, black people have gone through so many different identities, so many different ways about how to address the problem. Like I've seen the Dr. Umar Johnsons come about, the Tariq Nasheeds come about, different people come about. Everybody has failed.
Right.
And they come to find out this person was a grifter. That person was scamming something. This person was lying. That person, Big Hotep 304. So it's like there's so many things going on in the culture that's I can't look at white people. And that's the common excuse. Every time a black person does something wrong, oh, it's the white man. So.
I'm not far behind what you're saying, brother. We just see it in everything that we try to do, especially when we start really making headway. We had Marion Barrett in DC, right? He got caught up in one of the biggest scandals when he got caught on tape smoking
that crack.
Right. But you know why they reelected him, right? You know the people reelected him. Even after getting caught on tape doing that, the people reelected him because Marion Barrett was taking care of the people. He had one of the best summer programs. He had a pipeline from high school to the government. You got people that didn't have say what?
I said punt, no pun intended.
Oh, pipeline, yeah, exactly, right. and right into the government from like 18 years old, right into the government. And they stayed 30, 40 years. You know, they trying to get them people out of there because the money they making. So this was a black man that was in position. I think it's Don Peoples. He's a black dude, multi-millionaire, whatever. He got to start because of Marion Barry making sure black folks got government contracts, right? And that was one of, I don't know, probably few stories where the information was not gatekeep, like the brother just indicated. Like now, they won't even put people in position that's going to do what Marion Barry did, you know, to make sure that blacks get the proper information, up the code, and things like that. That's how gentrification happens. You know,
that is kind of crazy though, bro. To reelect a fucking
they reelected him, but they reelected him because the type of man he came in here.
But that's and shout out to Marion Barry, man. Shout out to him.
Yeah, rest in peace, Marion Barry.
RP, but.
No, I'm with you. I feel you.
They set me up. They set me up.
Yeah, the B set me up. Exactly. I mean, I'm with you, but I'm just pointing out the reason why he was able to get reelected.
Oh, I got you. I like you said, you know, everybody's flawed, man. Everybody had that.
Yeah, he was the people's champ.
Yeah,
he was the people's champ. He really looked out for the people.
The leadership, bro. Like niggas are the whole crazy. Shout out to Calvin Dickinson again, brother, for another 5. I greatly appreciate you. Fantastic. FBA always talking about reparations, but they never speak on the crime and shooting in the community, especially with these YNs. Well, again, that's another thing too. They don't want to address the issues and the problems.
Nah, that's a byproduct of. We know that's a byproduct of the system. These young boys don't get guns from. That's an age-old argument. These young brothers. I was just talking to some brothers today. I remember when it was a revolver. That's all you could get was a revolver, and then it went to Glocks. I remember when Glocks and Tech 9s hit the street. Now it's all kinds of assault rifles on the street. This stuff just don't magically appear. I went to see that movie Moses the Black with Omar Epps and all them in it. And that was generally what the movie was about. And when I was sitting there looking at it, you know, it was like kind of shoot 'em up, bang. I mean, it had a story to it besides the killing or whatever. But I was just looking at these brothers. It was based in Chicago. And, you know, the shooting and killing each other. And I was like, wow, man, they really got us out here killing each other with all these automatic weapons.
Yeah, but
this stuff doesn't come from anywhere. The drugs, the guns, this stuff don't just come from anywhere. These people put this stuff in the community. And then you ain't gotta pick it up though. You're right, but you ain't gonna give me. You're not giving me a job. You're not giving me You're not giving me a job where I'm making decent money, and you're not training me. It does matter, brother. We came up when you had trades in school. I remember.
I got you, but I can't accept that though. Especially with it being, bro, you can make money on here. Make easier money on here than
brother. Everybody.
I feel you, but listen, what I'm saying, we everybody can't do anything, right? Of course, we know.
Right.
If you weigh the options and you weigh the risk and rewards versus doing something
it's not worth it.
Illegal.
It's not worth it.
And most importantly, they not selling the shit in the trailer park. They're selling this shit in the project.
Yeah,
you heard your own people, or you shooting and killing your own people. So that's the biggest issue. But man, shout out to the lovely lady with the money, always coming through with the 50. Miss Cree, appreciate you, love.
That's $25,000 alpaca. You block that shit. Right. You don't rubble. Put the club soda on there.
Putting a motherfucking club soda on it. Shucks.
That's the American gangster. That's the
Shucks is crazy, Cree. But shucks, okay. I'm super late here with my ties. I greatly appreciate your love for supporting the congregation, baby. Yes, indeed. Yeah,
shout out to the support for sure.
But nah, man, yeah, bro. We gotta get out of this shit, dog. Got to. Yeah, hey, man, I greatly appreciate you brothers for coming up, man.
Okay,
great conversation, man.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you bringing me up, man.
Y'all man, anytime. Appreciate y'all.
Okay.
Yep. Hey, man, still no smoke for real. You know what I'm saying? We had some dude calling me a tether for like the whole night. I finally got tired of him. I had to, hey, brother, you want to talk to me? You got to come up here and talk to me, brother. All right, from here on out, you niggas get 3 tethers. Use them wisely. All right, that 3rd tether, gonna get you timed out. Okay, I told you, I'm from Macon, Georgia. Born and raised. All right. My mama black, my daddy black, my grandma black, my granddaddy black. All four of them. Don't come to me with this tether shit. Okay? Yes, my grandma had, while you bullshitting, my daddy's fucking grandma had 17 kids and 13 lived. Okay? 17 kids and 13 of them lived. All right? Don't come to me with none of this tether shit. Yeah, Cree, you just got in the door, baby. You just got in the door. All right. Hey, Nigerian, Senegalese. What's another one? Fucking Togo. You know, nigga got a big nose and some big lips, and he would give us free. Fuck y'all niggas, man. Yeah, I ain't running from ICE, nigga. ICE agents don't look at me and start clicking. Nah, none of that. Ain't nobody clicking at me. All right. Okay. This is motherfucking, you know what I mean? 100% USDA Angus American beef round here. You hear me? Here we go. It always be on people, man. Macon is not country. Jones County is country. Twiggs County is country. Cows, pigs, chickens, that's country. Ain't no cows, pigs, and chickens in no motherfucking Macon. I ain't finna tell y'all about this shit. I ain't finna keep telling y'all now. Wait. Oh. I got fam out and wrong. Okay. But nah, man. Listen, bro. At the end of the day, dog, the FBA thing, I don't have an issue and problem with black people being proud to be black. By all means, bro. You know, the black lineage has done so much and accomplished so much, survived so much. Of course, that's important and needs to be celebrated. But when the main focus is on some, you know, us versus them shit, right? Versus economic progression, political progression, educational progression, any and everything is going to actually help us move forward as a people, dog. It's in the way. It's just in the way. It's just in the way, bro. It's in the way. Shout out to library card holder, brother. I greatly appreciate you and thank you for coming up, brother. For the collection plate, for the 10 for the win. Ain't nothing but some money. No, I didn't get no text about none of that, man. Actually, somebody asking a question. But at the end of the day, bro, fuck that lesbian looking guy. Fuck him. I'm with Tyreek 10,000% on that. I'm glad he pointed it out. Maybe you niggas will start looking at who and what he was from the beginning coming in the door. But you know, it takes a certain person, I guess, to address certain things and lines we cross with niggas to actually start to see it. Anybody that's talking about inclusion, okay, cannot be trusted. Inclusion, it should be a radioactive flag for the black community. No. The illusion of inclusion is what got us where we are, right? The illusion of inclusion is what led to the white man's white man's ISIS coder mentality, right? No. Unity, cool. Inclusion, fuck that. All right. Don't be getting your ass whooped by ICE and jumping in front of fucking federal vehicles and doing none of this shit for motherfuckers that don't give a damn about you. All right. Hey, man. Listen, man, I've been called some of everything. I don't fucking know. Fuck it. It is what it is. I'm black, though. That's another thing, too, bro. Listen, bro, you can't, like, bro, nigga, like, black features in themselves are just so crazy, bro. Just black features is crazy. Listen, I'm done, man. Y'all, shout out to Macon, man. Shout out to 478. Y'all disrespecting Macon. Okay, I'm gonna need y'all to go to everywhere outside of Macon, okay, and see what fucking country really is. I'm not finna argue with you niggas. Yeah, that was weird. That the dude that hopped out of the crowd was super weird. It's crazy. But anyway, man, let me get the hell up off of here because y'all disrespecting Macon. It's too much. Nah, baby, ain't no Albany over here uniquely. MacTown, 478. Okay, let's not. Ain't no damn Piggly Wiggly in Macon no more. Macon ain't got no motherfucking Piggly Wiggly in it no more. They ain't had no Piggly Wiggly in Macon for like 20 years. Hold on. Hold on now. I'm out, man. Fuck you, Tia. I'm out. I'm you too, Cree. Good night. Close down the goddamn Piggly Wiggly. Close that shit down today. It be your own people, man. Goddamn, Solid Sir, you too?
This nigga here? That nigga there.
This nigga here too? You too? I'm out, man. Fuck y'all, man. Good night.